Okay, well, happy Wednesday afternoon to you all. Almost afternoon. What time is it? I don't even know. No, it's 11:18. It's still Wednesday morning. Man, getting a late start though. It's been working from home this morning. Had a couple 3 jobs I had to do that got me up and out of bed, and started early, about 6 a.m. So I had to take care of those, and now they're done. So I'm headed over to my warehouse to go sweat and continue rearranging everything over there. The boys have already headed out. Josh and his friend Vade are helping me out over there to consolidate things and get stuff ready for sale, and clean it up, make that place usable. I'm rocking the Saddlemen tail bag on here today. I was looking for my smaller tail bag from Ogio, but I couldn't find it in the garage, and I had originally purchased this for my Rebel. Never did put it on there. I test fitted it, but I never used it, and I thought, hey, I bet that thing fits on here pretty good, and it does. Look, even the width is just right. It hangs just over the sides of the Kijima rack that I've got on the back of here, and it just works a treat. I don't really care for the floppy zippers. There's no way to contain those, so they're going to be kind of jangling down the road, but whatever. I'll throw some still pictures in here of what it looks like opened up and all that. I don't want to open it again. And I did put a rock strap across the top of it just to prevent it from kind of shifting. It does have a strap base on there, so it's going to stay put, but the whole bag is kind of flexible, so it kind of bounces and hops around a little bit, and I didn't want it looking like it was going to fly off when I'm in traffic, freaking people out there like, oh, I don't want to follow too close behind this guy. Anyway, I'm on the road. It's hot. It's 93 degrees out here, something like that, with very high humidity today, and oh Lord, is it humid. Ugh. I think we're going to have a heat index of 108 again today. I don't need to go this way, but I'll go this way anyway. Oh well. Oh, goodness. Haven't had the little Cub out for a commute in a while. With fuel prices the way that they are right now, being $4 a gallon pretty much, these mini motos are definitely making sense for people. Fold my mirror out, and this thing is dusty. It's been sitting in my garage. It was on my back patio for a while, and then put it in the garage, and it's just gotten really dusty over the last, I don't know, couple weeks, 3 weeks I guess, since I've really ridden it. Time to get it out on the road. I put the new tire on the back of here. I don't know what that. I did my live stream about 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, almost 4 weeks. So it's been almost a month, I guess. When I pulled the Cub and the CT125 apart to redo the tires and whatnot. Did my bars on my Rebel too. It's nice to have those original bars back on the Rebel, because I just could not deal with the Kijima setback bars. They had a bad bend, but I've been through that at length. I won't flog a dead horse here. This thing is just a hoot to ride. It's always good to get it out on a relaxed commute or back roads, blasting around town. I took my milk crate off the back of this thing, so I haven't been using it for my my grocery runs and stuff lately, but I've been using the CT125 for that, because I've got the milk crate on the back of it. Bop over to the store, load up that crate, and roll on home. So it is July 7th, I think, today. 6th or 7th, whatever. I know it's Wednesday. We just had our July 4th celebrations, and I'm surprised we didn't burn everything to a crisp around here, because it's so dry. We haven't had any rain in forever, and everyone out here was launching fireworks and big mortar shells, and I was just waiting to hear the sirens, but luckily none of that happened, at least not as far as I know, not in this area. So we survived the holiday fireworks. This time last year, I was on the Cannonball Run on this little bike, and I need to get in and do my registration for the 23 Cannonball. People have been dinging me on Messenger and social media and email and everything, going, hey man, we see like 140 people registered, but there's no you or Adrian in there. What's up? I just need to get in there and do it. I'll probably do that this week. Go ahead and do the registration and see if my rider number from last year is available, and I'll just ride the same number again. I think I was 107. Can't remember. Unimportant, but I need to get the registration done for sure. And we still haven't decided the bikes. I need to sit down with Adrian. He should be coming back sometime this week from his holiday vacation, and he and I had discussed getting out and doing a ride somewhere, just a short one, you know, a little 2-day weekend thing, 3 days, something like that. And we're gonna hash out what we want to do for the Cannonball next year. I know for sure that he's gonna be taking the PCX 150 that he purchased off of me. So he bought my 2016 PCX 150, the gray one. He's ridden that many times. He and I have put he's probably put over 3,000 miles on that thing before he got it from me. So he's going to be riding that, and very likely I will take the PCX 150 as well, my white one, the 2015 model. That way at least we're on similar speed and, you know, capability machines. But I don't know, I've still got the bug eating a hole in the back of my brain about taking the Navi. You know me, I'm not one to do things the easy way, so I'm really still considering doing the Navi on the Cannonball next year. Smart choice says take the PCX 150 because it's already capable of doing it without any mods, but I don't know, the Navi would be novel and tricky and hard and punishing and everything that makes a good adventure. So we'll see. If I take the Navi, it's going to need a fuel cell, absolutely. It needs sliders in the variator, probably Dr. Pulley sliders, just something to give it a little bit better top end. I don't care so much about the acceleration on a run like that, but definitely the top end. If I could get just a few more miles an hour out of it on top end, and or reduce the cruising RPM a little bit at, say, 50, then that would be beneficial for such a long trip. I think the rest of the mechanicals on the bike would do it just fine. Obviously I would have to take a spare CVT belt with me, probably start off with a fresh one and just keep this original one that I've got here as a spare. What else? Tires for sure. Brakes maybe, if I could find some grippier brake pads, maybe some EBC grooved brake shoes for off-road use. It might give it a little bit better stopping power. Tires though, definitely. If I could find something that is a little bit knobbly, you know, give it some kind of off-road traction, that would be a good thing. I won't carry a spare front with me because I don't think that I would need a spare front. Definitely a rear. You know, I'll be going through at least one rear on that trip, maybe two, depending on how mileage goes with it. Oh, excuse me, hiccups. I had a whole list of things that need to be upgraded, you know, foot pegs or highway pegs, whatever. Other than that, I think it would do fine. I need to make a rear rack of some kind to carry my spares and cargo and all that, because the factory rack just sucks. It's way too flexible. So, I don't know. That's my thoughts on the Navi. We'll see as the event gets closer. I need to make up my mind no later than about 4 months out from the event. So, got about 8 months to make up my mind. Won't be much prep as far as the PCX is concerned if I go that route. Just carry a jerry can and that's about it. I might make a mount for Rotopax hanging off the back of the shad mounting plate, because that's a good strong mount that ties into, you know, it's a heavy cast aluminum rear grab rail that's on that PCX, so I'm quite sure it'll handle the weight of the top box, and a Rotopax hanging kind of rearward and underneath it should be just fine. Or hell, if I get particularly engineering, I can figure out a way to sandwich the Rotopax between the mount and the top box, but that would mean I would have to take the top box off every time I would refuel, and that's not ideal. Much rather it be down lower and behind, hanging out the back. I'll figure it out. We may pull the trailers behind the PCXs if we do that. I don't want to pull a trailer with the Navi, not for that distance of a trip. I don't think that would be advantageous. That bike is already too far down on horsepower and top speed to be lugging a trailer behind it. The PCX, though, I think would do just fine with a trailer behind it, no problem. I have to work with Joel out at Kitmoto and see if he can make up a couple of hitches for the PCXs. That would be cool. And I've had a couple of requests just lately on YouTube and other social media on my Discord server and whatnot, saying that if I do a mount for the PCX, you know, a hitch carrier or hitch kit for the PCX, ask Joel to make more than one. So it would be 2 just for Adrian and I, and then maybe a small manufacturing run after that's done, because I think we'll be the prototypes. Once we know that they work, Joel could probably template that up and make more for other PCXs. I'm hoping that the mounting dimensions are the same for newer PCXs. So if the mounting dimensions are the same, then I will be able to, or Joel would be able to sell that as a kit. So it's just going to be the rear shock mounts, I'm sure, as long as they're the same width and offset. Should be easy to tie it into other bikes. Okay, well, I made it here. I don't know what the camera recording issue was, but I'm here. I'm going to pull the stuff back out of the warehouse. I might show you some pictures of that or a little bit of video. It's coming along in there, making some space, gonna make this place usable. So for now it's a little bit overcast and the temperatures aren't too bad, but it is humid. So anyway, I'll catch up with you in a bit. All right, well, good evening to you all. It is Wednesday evening, about 7:45, 7:50 p.m. Spent all day sweating at the warehouse today. Well, from 11 something to now. My brain is baked. It's been 100 degrees plus in that warehouse all day. Making some good strides though. Finally got about 80% of the stuff organized up on the shelves, out of the way. And then I've got boxes of random hardware, cables, things like that need to be sorted and disposed of, or, you know, at least sorted into bins with names on it so I could use it in the future. But we're starting to refurbish a lot of the workstations and servers, nuking drives that have got data on them, wiping stuff out, sanitizing them. And of course I've got to take inventory of all that as I do it, so the customers know that it's really been done, even though those machines have been sitting around for quite a while now. But they know that I'm going to do it right. Hopefully start turning some money out of those piles of aging silicon and steel there in the warehouse. Get it cleaned out and make more space for new stuff. Well, it is a beautiful sunset tonight. It's still very hot and humid out here, but as long as I'm moving, it feels good. It's, I think, 87 degrees, pretty high humidity, probably 50% or better. It's steamy. Nice sunset though. We had some scattered showers a little bit here and there, nothing major. They were just kind of pop-up thunderstorms from afternoon heating effect, spawned in place and then dissipated. I think we've got finally a 20 or 30% chance of rain the next couple days, so that is going to help. We definitely need some rain here. I don't know if it's going to clear the pollen and the junk out of the air, but man, my sinuses have been going crazy the last few days. I don't know if it's all the dust that I'm stirring up at the warehouse or pollen in the air or both, but wow. I have been snotting and sneezing nonstop. I can't imagine the pollen would be really high because it's so dry. Maybe I just don't understand that relationship, who knows. I would figure if it's really dry, not much pollen because nothing's ready to reproduce. Oh my God, that's obnoxious. Imagine sitting on top of that thing all day.